Hello, I'm Martin Johnson and I'm from fourth year product design.
Okay, cool. So how do you feel about the workshop?
The workshop was good. It was helpful. I've only done one Arduino class before and it was over a year ago, so it was good to get a refresher.
Uh-huh. It was helpful in what kind of way?
It was helpful kind of working out how to go about it. Using these sheets were very good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how do you feel about the pace of the workshop?
The pace was good. I found it a little hard now and again, certainly keeping up with the typing because I'm dyslexic.
Okay.
But the pace of the class was fine. It wasn't too fast.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about the way I teach? Is it clear?
It's clear. It's relaxed. It's just it's a nice way.
All right. Okay. So how do you find these tools then?
The tools. The tools are useful to help you work out what you're doing and make you put down on paper what you've got in your head but you haven't actually formulated or articulated.
Mm-hmm.
So the
So
thing.
maybe you can go through each of these and explain me, what is this one, what's this one, what this one, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with this one is the kind of where you draw out your concept and you work out the inputs and the outputs and the input actions and the sensors. So I had obviously just thought about what happens when you do something, but I hadn't actually contemplated or I hadn't articulated in my head what happens if you don't, if there's no action. So it's very good to kind of draw that out because obviously that needs to be in the code. So that was helpful. And then this sheet is where you work out what the inputs are, the conditions you want to attach to something happening to that input, and what you need for a reaction and what that reaction is. So again, that was good in getting you to be quite specific about what you actually want it to do rather than quite vague.
Mm-hmm.
And then these kind of writing the rules, which this sheet was very good in the beginning to help us actually work out Arduino with the I love paperclip example. And so taking this and there's two rules to my concept. And then this was good for helping us work out how to make it in the real world and how it's going to work with the Arduino.
So you mentioned before this tool help you define your idea to be more concrete.
Yes.
So how is it different from the way you used to do before? Let's say in a normal design project.
It's good because it actually made me put down on paper things that I normally keep in my head articulated, but sometimes doesn't always go down on paper. So it's very good in that respect.
Right. Is there any bad part in this thing?
Not that I can think of. It's quite good because it feels quite relaxed. So you feel quite happy just to doodle and sketch without any worrying about anyone judging the quality of your drawing.
So do you think that by being able to break these down, this help you improving your idea at all?
I think it helps me cement my idea better, which means the final, when it's finally built, it will be better and it will work better first time because I've ironed out some of the the ideations and the testing by doing this and worked out some of the things that I only would have worked out before had I built it and then it not worked and then had to go away and find out what was wrong with it and go and fix it.
So would you then take this kind of thinking forward?
Yeah, it's a good way of thinking. I'm not sure exactly how I put it all into a normal design project, but I'm sure there's certain ways that it can, or certain parts of it that can be adapted for use.
All right, cool. So that's pretty much the last answer, the last question I'm gonna ask you. But yeah, that's
Cool.
it. Thanks.
No problem.
Cool.